My name is Maria João. I'm the head of careers and talent at Católica Lisbon School of Business and Economics. That is the business school of Universidade Católica Portuguesa in Lisbon. So the best part of my job, I would say it's the challenge that my job is every day. So it's actually that I enjoy lots of things in my job, but I think if I had to pick one, the challenge that it is to deal with people and helping people to grow, people that are different every year. We have a new cohort of students coming in every year. They're always different. There's also a very demanding audience. So keeping up with them, it's really rewarding because it really pushes you to do always better. And then, of course, with the challenge comes also the impact. So I'm cheating a bit the rules. So the best thing is the challenge and the impact. It's because actually having a job, and I come from the corporate world, so having this job where you actually see an immediate result of what you're doing, when a student comes back to us and appreciates the simulation of an interview or the connection that led to a job. So all that result that you see that you're actually impacting people's lives, that's very much the best part of the job, together with the challenge of learning every day and doing the best you can every day. That's hard to choose, to be honest. But if I have to choose one, and also to try and avoid to go through the most obvious ones, I would say it's curiosity. Being curious about the student you have in front of you, so you get to know him or her better, so you can help them better. Being curious about the job market and everything that is happening, the different industries, the different trends, so you can help students better. Being curious about what the future is bringing, because you always have to be up to date with everything that is happening. So that pushes you to be always learning, and that long life learning that is important to develop the skills of our students is also important to develop our skills as career professionals. So I would choose curiosity because that's the driver of all that. Women in career success and driving career services, they play a huge role. And I don't want to fall into stereotypes, but obviously men and women are different. And I think I would choose the idea of servant leadership. Women are naturally, and I'm generalizing, I have that idea that I'm generalizing, but I think women really play an important role when it comes to give the power to others and not to be solely focused on their promotion and their career progress, but rather transferring that to other people, being the students, being the other career colleagues. This importance that is given to the people that is around as also collaborating to achieving the best results. So not trying to make sure that you get your results regardless of what happens to other people. So this idea of service and collaboration and giving power away without feeling worried or threatened by others, I think that's a very particular way how women are shaping the career services and even the definition of career success, because that's very different nowadays, right? It's not money and big companies and the big job anymore, and the future generations are more and more changing that. And I believe that women have a contribution on that as well, by moving more to what is to a more personal definition of success, being happy with the family and providing for the family, being doing good for other people and achieving that reward in the end, or being a big salary or a big company. It can be anything nowadays. And so I think that's a world where women move more comfortably. I would choose confidence, because confidence is, I would say, is one of the ultimate goals that we want for our students. We want to provide the services, the support, the environment where they can try and fail and feel safe. So in the end, when they get into the real thing, they feel confident that they're going to be successful in the recruitment process, in their careers. So I would say, in terms of impact, we would have to be confidence. And as I'm thinking of this, very often I recall a student that I had a few years ago, where, so in the beginning of the academic year, we have this activity where they are in groups. And at that time, there was a group dynamic where they had to participate in a discussion, in a discussion of a case. And there was this girl starting the master in Lisbon for the first time, coming from a smaller town in Portugal. And she hardly said, I think she actually didn't say anything throughout the whole group dynamics. And so in the end, there was a feedback on each student's performance. And the feedback was, naturally, if you don't participate, there's no feedback. If this was a recruitment process, you would automatically be excluded. So you really have to come forward. And in the end of the activity, everybody left. And she stayed behind, and we started talking, and she became very emotional. It had a real strong impact on her. And so we were talking to her and helping her, understanding and contextualizing and supporting her. And moving fast forward in time, when I met her again in the graduation ceremony, like 2 years after that or something, she had moved into European Central Bank, so an international career. Even physically, she was more confident. And it was so good to know that, in a way, we had contributed to that throughout the experience in the school. So that confidence, I think, it really summarizes the impact we want to have in students.